Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Tamla Ricks. How are you? Hope all is well. Come on in. Hello, Crystal Burton. How are you this morning? Come on in. Crystal Burton, I see you. I see Minister Ricks. There are others coming in. Maria Alexandria. Great Friday morning. Dolores Bell. Good morning. Kevin Matthews. What's going on, man? How y'all doing? Listen, good to see all of you this morning. It's going to be a good morning today. Hello, Manny Saeed, Veronica Galilee. Hi there. How you doing? So yeah, I'm ready this morning. I'm ready to get some. Hello to Wanda Carr Jefferson. My computer keeps doing some strange things. There it is. Good morning, Canvas Booker Sap. Looking forward to today. Roy Sells, how you doing, man? Listen, I hope you're just ready this morning to kind of get to some things. And at the beginning, I need your permission to go in. At the beginning, I need your permission to just, dive in all the way. Because I plan on doing exactly that. Hello, Carlos Divine. I got calls from some pastors, some friends, and we're just talking about the pandemic and life. Not necessarily even a pandemic anymore, just life as we know it and what we need to change and what we need to adjust. Tamisha Figaro, good to see you. And so, this is my morning coaching. This is the journey to a winning anyway life. So for some of you, this is not my churchy situation. This is not what this is. This is actually the coaching for your life after church, before church, during church. Hello, Ashley. Good to see you. Chandria, good morning. Good morning. Chris Blake, good morning. And so I just want to encourage you today, give you some real good structure for your life. Today's lesson, as you see, is entitled Preparing for It All. You got to prepare for everything now. You can't just prepare just to win, even though we're on a journey to a winning anyway life. Hello, Mr. Lester Blunt Jr., Mr. Torrance Porter. How y'all doing, man? You got to prepare for more than just winning. You got to prepare for everything. And so, again, this is my morning coaching and encouragement for the weekend beyond just church. We have to have some life and understanding and wisdom beyond church. Hello, Brittany Long. How you feeling this morning? Her and her son did some things the other day, and she was kind of sore. Hello, First Lady. And so, listen, we've been 3 minutes in. Hello, good morning, Lady Childs. How are you? Hope everything is well. I know everything is moving. And so I'm just excited about what's going on, period. And so can we just get into it? It's almost 4 minutes. I'm trying to give people time to get up and get in. I know it still is early. But if the pandemic hits, well, not the pandemic, let me say, if life changes, I'm kind of getting out of saying pandemic because this is going to be the norm for quite a while. I know we want to speak and pray and speak in tongues, roll on the floor, throw oil, throw water, and it just goes away. But nothing goes away without change. And some people are not willing to change. Nothing goes away without effort put forth. The scripture we keep reading, if my people, which are called by my name, would humble themselves and pray. What that means when it says, if my people, that means it's something they're not doing. And so if the change, the word is not the prayer part. We can pray. Hey, Deborah Hodges Porter, how you doing, Lady Porter? It is not the prayer part. It is the humbling of ourselves. Hello, Shirley Jefferson. She said listening and watching. God bless you. Good to see you. It's the humbling part. Will humble themselves and pray. And then, and seek. See, the prayer part we can do in public and in private, supposedly. But the hardest part is the humbling and the seeking. What are we seeking? And the real humility. The real humility that still has denominations fighting against one another and preachers, fussing and fighting. That part makes your prayer irrelevant. Hello, Yasmin. It makes your prayers irrelevant and null and void. And so we're going to be here for quite a while as God is doing what he's allowing to go on. Hello, Jackson. Good morning. Listen, let's get into it. We're here. If you're on here, I'm sorry, I should have told you earlier. I want you to go ahead and like, share, and tag somebody Find someone, let them know that we're on the journey to winning anyway life. Hello, Shanette, Marshall Porter. Hello. Manny said, I've shared already. I'm ready to go. Listen, I want you to like, share, tag somebody, find somebody, love somebody, let them know we're on and we're going to be a blessing this morning. And so I hope you're really ready because as you prepare to win, I'm ready to get to this thing. Hello, Chris Wells. What's going on, man? Hello, Vita Handy. Hello, Trish. Oh, come on, Trish. I see Trish. Come on. Listen, as you prepare to win, you also have to prepare to, I'm going right in, y'all, to prepare and endure as you evaluate your losses. And sometimes, hello, Naomi Joseph, sometimes it's the losses that lead to wins. I think I said it on Wednesday night. There's some jobs you would never have if your last job didn't lay you off. There are some jobs that you would not have if they didn't lay you off, or if the boss didn't start setting you up. You would have never applied for another job. And the job you have now is a true blessing. And sometimes that's how God has to work, because of the fact that some of us, we become comfortable. Okay? We become comfortable. And we do, here it is, y'all, what's convenient instead of what is covenant or we can be committed to. And so you have to make sure that you personally start to evaluate your own life and endure some of your losses that may lead to wins. Okay? You have to make sure even the people that you are attached to understand your process. Hello, Shawanda Parker. God bless you for your seat already early in the morning. Make sure that the people you are attached to understand your process. Why would you say that? Because when people don't understand how you process things, then you can offend people. Hello, Tisa Collier, all the way in the was flooding waters of Nebraska. God bless you and your family. Hope all is well. Make sure that people you're attached to understand your process. That way, as they understand your process, you won't have to worry about them being offended or misinterpreting what it is you're doing now. They're misinterpreting how you're doing and what you're doing and the purpose of what you're doing and the reason of what you're doing and the heart of what you're doing and the passion of what you're doing. You should show people exactly what it is. And then as they understand that process, they can stay with you for the long haul. Got it? So listen, so you connect with people who are committed to the process and not their own convenience. Let's say it again. You connect with people who are committed to the process and not their own convenience. Got it? And so what that means, I think I'm glitching, look like. People who are committed to the process and not their own, which means they're there to do what it is they're supposed to do, or what it is they are called to do, or who they are in your life in a different kind of way. So their commitment is valued more than just their presence. Y'all will get it after a while. Good morning, Nita Holloway. Good morning. How you doing? So for me, I'm a teacher. I'm a real teacher. Mr. Holloway, hope you're feeling better. She said, I see you. Okay. I'm good. Okay, thank you. Good morning, Raquel. Praying for your mom. Tell her I hope all is well. So listen. I personally like to teach people. Every moment is a teaching moment. So people get tired of me talking and always explaining. Every now and then I come down, but in reality, every moment is a teaching moment. And the reason why every moment is a teaching moment is because whenever you get around people who stop learning, you've now staggered your future. You've hindered your future. So the way I teach is this. I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay. When I see you excited about something, I will show you what I'm doing. Then I'll oversee you doing it. And then what I'll do is I'll now give it to you. And then here's the hardest part, Mr. Porter. I'll walk away from it and leave it with you. Now, what you do with it next will let me know if you are mature enough to remain in my environment for a consistent period of time. You got it? And the reason why I say consistent period of time is because after I walk away, whatever you do with it next determines who you really are, not who I am. It determines who you really are. That's it, Mr. Porter. It determines who you are. If I give it to you and then once you get it, then now it's no longer important to you, then you were really not committed to it. You were just doing it because you saw somebody else doing it, or somebody else being it, or somebody else getting praise from it. Can I keep going? I got to help you because I want to prepare you for it all. I don't just want to prepare you for what it is that you can have fun doing. I want to prepare you for what it is you have to go through to make your life better. I'm going quickly because I got some real good things I clicked in last night. You have to connect with people who are thinkers. Minister Riggs, here we go. You have to build an environment of people who enjoy getting results. Results are not for now. Results are for later. You have to enjoy building an environment with people who enjoy process to get results. Because if you don't, you'll get with people or center yourself around people who just enjoy praise. And praise without process does not last. You'll find yourself having to give more praise than having to give more promotions because of process. Watch this. As you mature, you should make the changes that count as you mature. As you mature, things that mattered at 15 doesn't matter at 25. And things that matter at 25 doesn't really matter at 35. Come on, help me somebody. Things at 35, at 45, at 35 did not really matter. At 50, half the stuff you've done does not matter anymore. Especially if you have not set yourself up to have the intended results. Because maturity is a result of learning. Watch this, listen very carefully. Maturity is a result of learning from the benefit of a loss. What do you mean? Everything you go through in life, if it's a win, it's a win. But if it is a loss, there's a benefit. There's something you can learn from the loss as you repeat the process and do it now with the wisdom that came from the loss. Okay, let me go further. With all that's going on in society, in every situation, with everything that's going on, you're going to have to be uncomfortable for a while. But when you have a goal, being uncomfortable for a while is not an issue because you'll reevaluate it and you will call it development. Okay. Can I talk to some business people today? I want to talk to some business people because whenever things go on in the world for change, it changes for those who prepare. That's why I want to talk about preparing for it all. Come on, Mr. Rick, say it. Say it out loud. That's it right there. Learn from your losses and do better. I'm trying to help somebody. I'm telling you, everything's changing. And instead of complaining about what's not like it was, you need to figure out how to make you better where you are. I got to get there. So listen, a lot of people, can I just jump in here? A lot of people like being interesting, to different people, even in business. We like being the interesting individual in the room. We like being the one that everybody enjoys being around. Nothing's wrong with that. But make sure you being interested or being interesting is not you, sacrificing being interested in what you need. In other words, make sure what you're putting out is not blocking you from receiving what you need. Hey, that's it, Canvas, preparing for it all. A lot of people like being interesting in order to get people to be interested. And if you're doing that, that's fine. But if when all the lights are on you, you don't like the attention, then you should find a different way of approach. Okay? Because being interesting, in order to be interested, is a good thing. If you're going to use it for your business, for your life, for your job, for your promotion, for things that are to come. Because here's what you'll do. Let me give you some business points now. Once you are interesting and people have become interested, and then now you've got their attention. So you got to go forward. I'm interesting. Now they become interested or interested. I say interest. I don't know why I'm pronouncing my words correctly. Interested. Then you get their attention. Once you get their attention, you do what we call shoot your shot. That's in business, a relationship, whatever you want to call it. You shoot your shot because you now have their attention. In business, we call it make your pitch. You make your pitch. I'm preparing you for it all in one lesson. You make your pitch. And the reason why I say you go ahead and make your pitch is because if you don't make your pitch, then what will happen is you'll be interesting and then the interest will die down. And when you approach again, the person is no longer interested. So here's how you do it. You make your pitch. You make your pitch. And then after you make your pitch, you make your connection, exchange information. Here we go, Manny. You can't be afraid. I told you last week, some of you are afraid to follow through. You can't be afraid to follow through or follow up. Then you call. First lady, do not call me prophet on this one. You're trying to get me to pull out something. I'm trying to stay maintained. Here we go, Manny. Then you call them. Once you call them, you take your time, make your space. Then you text them. Now, some of y'all saying, that's too much. You're not the winner. You're the one that waits. And while you're waiting, you'll find out how sexy I am. Oh, why would you say that? I'll tell you in a minute. Don't run away. You'll find out how sexy I am. Watch this. You get their attention. Then you make the call. Then you text them. If you have to, then you email them. And if so, even send them a letter. Then guess what you do next? You do it all over again. You need to follow up and follow through. Why? Because what you're doing may not seem sexy. I'm going to help somebody. I know I'm crossing the bridge today. I'm not preaching. Listen, let me tell you what is sexy. If you want to know what is sexy, just say what is. Or just say what. I need about 5 people to ask me what is sexy. Come on. Naomi Joseph, I see you say follow through. I need about 5 people to say what. Just give me the word what. Yasmin, that sounds good. Persistence, that's the word. Tamala Rick says what. Dolores Bell say what is. Sean Parker say what is sex? What? Let me tell you what sexy is. Sexy is closing the deal. You think sexy is how you look. You think sexy is how you dress. You think sexy is how you smell. No, sexy is closing the deal. Anybody agree? Say me. Just say me. It's closing the deal. It's when I'm helping somebody refinance their church and the banks are tripping and we get a person that says, hey, we'll definitely do that. We'll definitely take this deal. We see they've been struggling, they've been paying. We want to help them out. Sexy is not fussing with the bank. Sexy is at the end when the bank says, we'll take the deal, let's close it. That's sexy. That's sexy. You don't get it. When you get ready when you call a bill collector and it's an old bill and it's hindering your credit, and you call them and say, look, I'm coming into some money. I'm giving somebody some understanding how to do things. I'm coming into some money pretty soon and I want to go ahead and pay you off. I need to get the interest and late charges deleted and get a settlement. And they tell you no. And you say, okay, fine, no problem. You hang up the phone. And then they start sending you letters and emails. Then they call you and tell you, hey, we'll take a deal, but you must pay it in one payment. Say, it won't come in one payment. I can do it in 2 payments and I'll have you paid off. But you must send me an email. I must have a correspondence. I will never pay any bill just on word of mouth. I must have written confirmation that you're going to do what you said you're going to do. And then when they do that and you pay it off for less than what you owed, close the deal. Ain't nothing, my wife says right there, ain't nothing more sexy than closing the deal. Why you going that route? Everybody trying to be sexy. Here's how you be sexy. You follow through and follow up. You keep your word. You keep your word. When you say you're going to do something, you do exactly that. Naomi, it's not just a paper trail. That's not what it is. I'm going to help you real quickly. It's not a paper trail. It's confirmation, because now companies will take your word and then get your money and say, now you still owe. You need to have written correspondence that helps you to maintain a legal status. So in case they don't clear it off your credit or close it as they did, you have something that will back you up in a legal way. So it's not really a paper trail, because it's technically it's going to be the last two things you do. Them send you a letter, you send them payoff, and then you watch your credit go to the next level based on something that you paid off. But make sure that bill has to be, if it's already 7 years old, 5, 6, 7 years old, don't you call them. Because once you call them, it starts the process over. If you wait after the 7th year, you can clear it off your credit without having to pay somebody or do anything. You must keep your word. Follow up and follow through. Follow up and follow through. Follow up and follow through. What that means is I must make sure that I am doing my part for what I say I want. Now, Maria, now, you have to do what it takes to prepare for it all. That means if I have to put structure in place or restructure my life, I have to do that. I have to restructure my purpose based on who I'm finding out that I am now. The purpose I wrote for myself at 25, 35, 45 is not who I am now. So as I find out who I am, I realize, wait a minute, I have to restructure my life based on the purpose and the maturity of who I am and who I am becoming now. I have to restructure. When I restructure my purpose, I must reorganize now. Because now the way I organize is based on my purpose, but also based on my priorities that are in my purpose. So I must have my purpose and I must reorganize based on the priorities of my purpose now. You got it? And then after that, I must set standards. That's the third thing. I must set standards based on my purpose and my priorities. My standards can change. Before, my priorities is like this. Let me help. They may not be on here. Let me help married couples real quickly. When you're singles, sometimes your priorities become to get a spouse. Once you get a spouse, your priorities should be to keep the spouse. And to keep the spouse, you must be able to organize and set standards and priorities around keeping the spouse with your purpose in mind. What am I in this relationship to do? What am I in this marriage to do? What am I in this for? The long haul. Why am I really here? Am I here because you want me, or am I here because you need me? I need to have myself situated. And that changes as you grow, Roy Sales. As you both mature and some needs are met, you no longer watch this. You no longer watch this thing happen the way you want it to. It changes, and you can't always prophesy and predict what it is. There's some changes that will happen, and they'll prepare you for what's next. So yes, you must structure or restructure your life to win by preparing for it all. Don't just prepare to be a baller. Anybody whose social media shows all their balling moves and everything is good, I can't follow because I don't trust it. I need to know how muddy your feet have been. I need to know how crazy. Hello, Arthur Dexter. How you doing, sir? I need to know what the struggle is. How did you make it through the last storm? How did you survive the pandemic? When I talk to pastors, I don't talk about what we're doing that's grand. No, I tell them how we survived. And what I did is what my spiritual father taught me. Let me calm down. My preaching voice came out. I told him, I said, my spiritual father said, now is not the time to back down. Rossell say right on. He had to tell me right on. We in 1970, 1980. Come on up, Roy. Come on up. So listen, I gotta restructure my purpose, my priorities, reorganize, and then set my standards. And my standards should be set for good results based on my effectiveness. But I know, Brittany. I know. I'm coming back. Based on my effectiveness, based on excellence at my level. Can I stay there for a minute? See, my effectiveness is am I doing the job? Am I doing the job? Now, excellence is, am I doing the best job I can do, not the best job they are doing? Because that becomes frustrating when you can't do what they're doing. I talked to my coach yesterday, and I was driving, and the Lord said, call and tell her this. And I called, and she said, I'm chuckling at God. And I said, why? And she said, yeah, that's it right there. That's the key. And she said, I'm chuckling at God because I was just telling God, thank you, but wondering about some things. And I began to tell her what the Lord said. And it was exactly on point and on time. And I'm like, this is what God is doing. And we talked for about an hour, and then had another meeting an hour after that. I call it hours meeting because we started engaging this coaching thing in a whole different level where she's been teaching at colleges and high school kids on college level. So while you're going through a pandemic, she's preparing high school kids for college with numbers unknown. Classrooms, auditoriums full of people. While people are complaining about no work, she's creating her own. Oh, y'all, yeah, that's something else. That's for another whole different class. So it must be standards set on your effectiveness, your excellence at your level. At your level. If you ever start trying, and I see it all day, I see so many people who act as if they're doing it on their level when they're judging their level according to yours. Now, one thing about me, I know me when I see me. When I make these, I know it's mine. You can never wear me and I not know what's mine. It's almost like you having a baby and somebody telling you that's not your child. You have a baby. Let me talk to the parents. Brittany, as of this morning, Sydney, he texted me called me about 1:30. She was in labor. She's had a beautiful baby boy this morning. Kiara had her baby this morning. Trish Wells, Brittany, Precious, Ashley, those with babies. If you heard your baby cry, you don't even have to see the baby. Just hear the baby. Watch this. Faith, which means connection. Maria, watch this. Connection. Faith is something that you don't have to see, but it has a heart's connection. Watch this, Ashley. You can hear your baby cry and know it's your child. Yeah, y'all didn't hear me. And know it's your child. Whenever you do something specifically on your level, you know it's yours. When you start seeing people do things, now y'all jumped all up on congratulations. I just told you for you to get it and then for you to follow on. Keep your attention. Get your attention. Keep your attention. Make the call. Make the text. Email. Some of y'all stopped the attention to congratulate somebody, and your value has just dropped because I walked the other way. Come on, stay with me. Stay with me. See, some of y'all don't have it. You got to get it again. You can have the person's attention you need, getting the information you need, and because you want to reply to somebody who walked by talking, so-and-so had a baby, you say, oh, congratulations. You turn back around and $1 million has just walked off. You must maintain your attention. So when you call, I won't remember. I will remember you were the person who kept my attention. When you text, I won't ignore your text. When you email, I won't block you. Because you kept your attention. Stay focused. Let's stay focused. Let's stay focused. Thank you, Ashley. Stay with us. I'm here. So here we are. So excellence is at your level. When you see someone who's doing pieces of you, you know it's you. And I'm a stickler for saying this, Canvas Book of Sap. Brittany, I'm a stickler for saying, where are you? Tawanda Carr knows, Tamla Ricks knows, I will say, where are you? No, where are you? When a prophet asks you where are you, it's best you give them the most clarity possible than trying to buff up and be smart. Because when you say where you want to be versus where you are, then your GPS is confused. Because the GPS, normally, the real Waze everybody uses right now, it picks up where you are automatically. And if where you are is not where you're saying you are, then you're going to get false instructions from a false destination, from a false place to another destination. The question is, where are you? I need to see you at your level, because once you show me you at your best, then it's my job and my assignment to get you to what's next. But if you consistently act like you're already there, I have a tendency to leave you right at your personal best, because that's the place that you want everybody to think you are, versus being honest. Okay, so set standards with your effectiveness, with excellence at your level. At your level. And then last one is efficiency. A little different than being effective. Effective gets the thing intact, moving. Excellence is putting in a certain level. Efficiently means you shift it off in a whole different way, which efficiency is a consistency of effectiveness. Okay? Because here's the ultimate success. Y'all, I'm trying to get down to like 40 minutes, but I know this month I'm gonna do differently, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Because the ultimate success, here we go. For those of you who are note takers, who are listening very carefully, the ultimate success, number one, is to know your outcome. Know your outcome. How do I do this? Man, it's got kicked on me here. Know your outcome, which means you have to see the vision and then experience it before it happens. Let me tell you what I mean. If you ever cut up a lemon and put a lemon in the refrigerator, if you ever cut it up, put it in the refrigerator, what would happen to that lemon is that even though it's cut in the refrigerator, if the juice gets on something or whatever, if you open the refrigerator, things around it will smell like the lemon, because the lemon affects everything it's around. You have to know your outcome so you'll know how to handle vision and experience it. Now, if you put a lemon, let me show you something different for children. If you put a lemon, strawberries, oranges, and a plum side by side. Okay, here we go, Ashley. You put a lemon, a orange, strawberries, a lemon, and a plum or peach. If the child does not know, here's the deal. If you do not know what your outcome is going to be, you will grab the orange and bite it, and it's sweet and looks good because of what is around. You got it? You would grab the orange. You would grab the strawberries, slurp them down, and eat them because they look good. If you grab the lemon with the same intensity and just eat it and squeeze it, it becomes bitter. It becomes bitter. You realize that your vision and the experience didn't line up. But if you learn to take that lemon next time and squeeze it into some water and squeeze it all out and just put you a little bit of something in it, sugar, honey, whatever, you'll realize that you're able to make what was bitter into a better experience. You have to know your outcome, okay? This is the ultimate success. Know your outcome. Does not mean you're going to fulfill it in a day. I watch people rush. Rushing never works. I go to church early, so I don't have to rush. I go to my office early. I don't have to rush. I go to an appointment. My wife will tell you, I go to appointments early because rushing is never excellent. Being on time is never excellent because if you're on time, you're not prepared for time. Now, they say we having church at 10 o'clock. You can't pull up at 10 and say, I was in the bathroom fixing my hair. You are not excellent. You have to know your outcome, number one. Number two, in business, I'm talking to business people too. In business, you have to know your reason why. Now for parents, you know your why is your children. Got it? You have to know your reason why. And the reason why I said know your reason why, because how comes second, why comes first. See, if I get my why right, I'll figure out how. I listen to people process things. You got it? And when you process things, when people talk, they talk sometimes in the how or in the why, never thinking about the how. I go to something and then back up. How can I consistently be successful in this area? I don't find the first thing to shift and change to make myself seem excellent. Got it? I walk in excellence so I can back up and make sure I fulfill all the points. You got it? If you know your why, Cam Booker Sapp, then your how will come second. Because it's like this. If there's something I really want to do, I will find out how to do it. But if there's something I'm not committed to do, then I will find another way not to do it. Or I'll find something else can distract me from it very easy because my how and my why is out of order. That's number two. Number three, here's my word, y'all, execute. You must take massive action. It means go for it. And I'll tell you about it in a minute. It means go for it all the way. I'm going. Number four, you have to know what you're getting and go after it. I'm tying them together now. Once you know what it is, you have to go after it. Stop talking about it. Stop texting about it. Having conversations about it. Go after it. Oftentimes I talk to a lot of people, y'all, every day, a lot of people. And when I do talk to them, I tend to try to, there's the word to me, the Phillips, execute. I talk to people often, and when I talk to them, when I hear them saying things, often here's what, you're going to figure me out right quick. I teach people, if every time you tell somebody something you do, they say the exact same thing, in certain steads, that's competition. In my stead, I'm going to give you clarity of who I am. In my stead, I'm trying to relate to you to get you to move beyond where you are. If you say, hey, I went to the mall, and I say, I went to the mall today too. What I'm saying is, you did something everyone is doing, so relax, don't make it bigger than what it is. But if you say, he's just competing with me, I'm not trying to compete with anybody because I didn't buy what you bought and I didn't pay for yours. I'm trying to relate so you can move beyond where you are to have conversation that matter. Yeah, I'm trying, Coach Chaston. It's one of our good friends and daughters and friends from church and sisters and just hooked up with parents and all that. Listen, number 5, last one in this area. When you know what it is you're going after, do this. Adjust your approach as needed. Adjust your approach as needed. Because sometimes the same approach is not needed. Your approach is needed based on who you're approaching. I don't approach everybody. I don't approach my wife the way I approach other people. I don't approach people the way I approach Pastor Payne. I don't approach Pastor Payne, my good friend, the way I approach Bishop Hilliard. I don't. Because I approach people based on as needed. You have to be able to adjust your approach as needed. Now I'm going to help you real quick, 37 minutes. Oh my goodness. I'm going to help you real quick. So I'm going to give you some real good points and we're out, okay? I promise. 15 minutes, maybe, max. Watch this. Because if you're really going to go after it, I'm going to talk to the adults now. If you're really going to go after it, Naomi Joseph, go after it. I can tell those who are talking about it and those who are going after it. God bless you, Eric. B. Eric Gordon. Pastor Gordon. I should read the name. Listen, why would you make any effort if you're not going to do everything it takes to get the outcome you want? Now I'm talking to myself too. Why make any effort if you're not going to give it your best? Some days I want to work out and ride the bike 20 miles. And if I start feeling like I'm not going to give it my best, that's why my workouts are always in the morning. Because I can't afford to give it what's left over. I want to work out in the morning so my workout will last me all day. My momentum will last me all day. If I work out in the evening, I'm just trying to maintain. I'm really not trying. That's me personally. That's me, my body. I can never give myself the best of me after I've given everybody the rest of me. All day I'm going to answer phone calls and driving and all. At the end of the day, then I'm going to give myself what's left over and expect my body to give me the best. For me, that's error. I must get up in the morning, get my worship, my devotion, and then give myself the best of me. And everybody else can get the rest of my best. You got it? Get the rest of my best. Okay? Versus me giving everybody me and then giving myself the rest of me at the end of the day. Because if you're working towards something, hashtag this anything. If you're working toward anything, you must give it all you got. Come on, type on here. Anything. If I'm going to work toward anything, you must give it all you got. You must give it all you got. You got to give it all you got. Because if you're not going to give it all you got, you won't get all it has. You have to give it all you got to get all that it has for you. I see the anything's coming in. I'm saying text this because when you type it in, it becomes agreement. And then if you're not giving it all you got, I'm not saying every time you gotta just go out and pass out on the floor and throw up and be sick from working out. I'm saying you give it all you got in your spirit. Because if you're not, you're just wasting time if you're doing it any other way. If you're cutting back short, one thing about working out, you can't play with it. You can't play with it. You can't do it, 10 minutes today and then not do it for 4 days and then 10 minutes then say, I don't know why I'm not losing weight. You're not doing it the right way. Okay, 2 points and we're on. Because in this day and time, you'll find the truth that there are self-proclaimed winners. You know, people who say, I'm winning anyway. And I watch their posts, they tag me in them. Some people don't. There are people who are hooked to me that are no longer hooked to me at all, are connected, but still trying to wear the brand. And, you know, it's like any other brand. Without either paying the cost of the brand, whatever you're wearing is a knockoff. Did I say that right? Or was that kind of harsh? Was that wrong? You can't wear a brand that you didn't pay the price to wear it. My brand has 50 years on it. Now, I understand I can raise up some people that you can wear the brand in 5 years. What took me 50. But if you can't take the brand and put it on what you want to put it on and call it authentic. It is called, oh, okay, Ash, there it is. A dupe. It's called a dupe. Now, let me help you out. There are some people who are self-proclaimed winners. A real winner is never self-proclaimed. Self-proclaimed ones are people who say, I'm winning anyway, no matter what. But if you ever ask the Winning Anyway life coach and he says, you're not winning right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, you get offended because you don't want you don't want to pay the cost. You just want to wear the brand. Let me tell you what experienced winners do. Experienced winners are people who've been through it. And the been through or going through has lifted their hand. See, when you box in a boxing match, you're not a winner until the referee raises your hand. The referee only raises your hand when the people who are on the sideline, who are giving the points and scores taken off, have certified you as a winner. You can never verify or clarify yourself as a winner. It takes somebody else to lift your hand. And once somebody else lifts your hand, there are two groups of people who are around you. You ready? There are two people. There's a group of people who are betting against you, who are mad because somebody else raised your hand. And there's a group that was with you who are celebrating when you raise your hand, they're raising their hand, because winners celebrate real experienced winners. I gotta go. Number one, a real winner does not give up. You'll win if you don't quit. I'm moving. Number two, real winners learn to focus on one problem at a time. You may have, I'm a multitasker. It's impossible. You weren't built that way. You focus on one thing at a time. You may be able to type and listen, but neither one will get your fully undivided attention. You must learn to focus on one problem, not one issue, one problem at a time. That means you have to properly evaluate the problems in your life and then determine what problem is worth your attention and what problem or person is not worth your attention. Real winners learn to focus on one problem at a time. Last thing, number three, real winners learn to listen to good advice, because you're forever building your arsenal of wisdom. Real winners learn to listen to good advice. You cannot allow ego and pride to get in the way of you receiving wisdom, especially when it's wisdom for your goals and wisdom for your dreams. Don't just look at the win. Decide to prepare for it all. Become the win. How is it that you're a winner? Because I lost. How is it you're a winner? Let me show you how I messed up. Let me show you my trophies. My trophies are not my hand being lifted. My trophies is the swollen eye I had before my hand was lifted. The trophy represents us building a church in 2011 and was supposed to be in the church in July and didn't get in until November. That's a short time. No. Not when you planned for July and it rained every day, where the plumbing could not get done, where we had to walk across. Watch this. Here's the trophy. Here's what makes the trophy. It makes the trophy of November Thanksgiving 2011 major, is because from the summer to that time, we walked across boards, across 4 or 5 foot ditches to get into the building. We had dust on our shoes. That is what qualified us to lift our hands now. Oh my God. That means we didn't go through something. We prepared for it all. Ooh, prepared for it all. Listen, I'm saying it was a different situation, but we still did it because real winners learn to listen to good advice, and they don't sacrifice their goals and dreams because of pride or ego. So you have to now pay attention as you prepare for it all to the development of your life. Prepare for it all. Every blessing, every lesson, every letdown, every disappointment, every level of frustration. Prepare for it all. This pandemic is preparing you. Part of me says, God, not now. The other part says, I'm ready. Give me a chance to do it all again. If you put me in the house in 30 days, I promise you, God, this time I'm coming out better than I did last time. Because I'm preparing for it all. I'm not preparing to be a baller and shine. So if it does not happen, I'm mad because of who does. No, I'm preparing to be the best me. So guess what? I'm the best at me that there ever will be. Yeah, prepare for it all. So listen, I'm done. Voice, I'm done. Listen, I know you're enjoying these sessions, and I've been enjoying our monthly sessions. I think this month I'm not going to do a group coaching, and I may do one, but it won't be a group charge session. I want you to come here on Friday mornings. I'm going to spend my time this month connecting with all my winning family, those who are connected to me. I'm doing a one-on-one today at 10 o'clock, another one at, I think, 12:30, something like that. And then I think one this evening at, she's in Austin, at 6:30 or 7. I'm focusing on all my one-on-one. So those who have been in my class, I owe you a one-on-one. You've paid the cost. You paid for it already. I want to spend quality time getting you to where it is you need to be. This is August, right? This is August. This is the 8th month, a new beginning. You are not new yet. You are still packing along June and July. Let's get rid of that. Let's cut it off. Let's get your one-on-one set. Get your 3 to 5 points that you want to discuss. If you want to discuss in depth, give me 3 points. If you want to kind of go over some things, get your 5 points. Let's have this one-on-one. I am Life Pastor Kyle. It's been a pleasure today to prepare you for it all. I'm not through. I've got more. Why do I have more? Because I'm consistently learning and growing so I can be able to help anybody else and everybody else. And so it's major that you allow me to come into your lives on a Friday morning consistently. Thank all of you who get up in the morning, who come to this journey to a winning anyway life. We're on our way somewhere, and no matter what happens in the world, we have our journey already made. Your destination is not determined by what happens. It's determined by what you make happen in your life. Today, this is Life Pastor Kyle. I'm getting ready to sign out. It's been amazing today. Thank you. People are asking. Okay, some people are hitting. I see. Not mandatory for those who want to. There is my cash app. It is $ Life Pastor Kyle. That's not what I do it for. I do it to be a blessing to people, to enjoy what we're doing, and to be able to bless people beyond church and beyond just Bible and just life. I want to show you how to do some things in a accelerated life way. So this is the Winning Anyway life journey, and I'm excited. I'm Life Pastor Kyle signing out today. Hope you have a wonderful day. We look forward to seeing you again. Listen, those you want to fellowship tomorrow, First is preaching at 2 o'clock across town. Please log on and chime in. And then on Sunday at 10:30, we'll be at the temple. If you have not registered, I think it's closed now. Please try and register. If not, see us online. Don't call me. Once it's closed, our numbers are done. Don't email me, don't inbox me, don't text me. It is done. I have to go. It's Friday. I have some things to do, people to see, places to go. I want you to make sure you get yourself together, your readiness together, your connections together, your investments together, and then your synergy. That's everything hooked to you. Get those things together and watch yourself come out winning. No matter what's going on, know this, you can win anyway. Peace. I'm out. I got to go. Bye-bye.